The Bund Rejuvenation Project was conceived in 2015 as an urban regeneration initiative. It focused on rebuilding a degraded forest and waterway as a linear, barrier-free nature park. The project was developed on a public-private partnership model supported by CSR funds. Initially, a pilot phase for 200 meters was planned and executed, which showcased the idea of the project. Funded by many Gurgaon-based MNCs, the complete project was implemented in 7 phases over 3 years. There are 2 broad set of components of the project: landscape and infrastructure. Shaping the topography and plantation were key to create spaces and to define walking and cycling tracks. The site is a 5.2-kilometer forest strip alongside a canal that spans across 5 sectors from Sector 27 to 53, running parallel to the Golf Course Road in Gurugram. Historically, the stormwater runoff from the Ravali Hills used to flow into the Wazirabad Canal. The water was then used for irrigation purposes around the erstwhile settlements. The Bund was an earthen check dam protecting the settlements from flooding. Over the years, the rich ecological network was disturbed, with the new roads cutting across the Bund, dividing it into segments. The stormwater channels in many places were filled up for real estate benefits. Presently, MRTS connectivity to Delhi and LRTS linkage within Gurugram opens up a possibility to utilize the Bund as an alternative mobility corridor. The Bund has diverse edge conditions comprising high-end residential enclaves, squatter settlements, and erstwhile urban villages. It has gated enclaves, isolated from one another, each having its own entry from the main road. Therefore, the Bund is bounded by opaque, impermeable edges, with boundary walls making it an urban backyard, neglected and abused by the city. The Bund had abrupt level variations at its entry points where it intersects with the road. These points were uncomfortable to walk or to cycle, let alone the option of allowing any universal access. After the planned interventions, these entry points have been articulated and transformed into proper entrance courts with steps and ramps to negotiate the change in levels. These entry points have now become a place for celebration and give the Bund a new public identity. The Bund was being used by daily wagers and domestic workers who walk or cycle to their workplaces from the squatter settlements where they reside. But they often face different intruders on their way. In some places, the Bund was also broken and undulating, which made the movement of people very inconvenient. These were our first snapshots of the site during the initial site recce's. The place was a solid base dumping ground with thorny scrub vegetation and pigs everywhere. The canal was no exception. The project started with a filthy canal, a degraded forest strip, and a Bund that was mostly broken along the length. The 5.2-kilometer long stretch was filled with garbage. This image of the Bund says it all. The transformation of the pilot stretch post-intervention was phenomenal. How did this transformation happen? The vision was simple: to create a green lung within the city that's accessible and usable. Being a forest land in an urban context, the landscape and placemaking interventions needed to duly recognize that. Our threefold straightforward objectives were: 1. to rebuild the derelict Bandh as an ecological network. 2. To transform the urban backyard into an alternative mobility corridor. 3. To rejuvenate it as a vibrant urban public space. The spatial configuration of the Bandh is linear, varying from 15 to 25 meters in width. The design proposal of the pilot stretch regraded the slopes on the embankments to create tracks for cyclists, pedestrians, and the physically challenged at different levels. Design interventions proposed to rejuvenate the canal, plant the embankments with native species of trees and shrubs, and create a green mobility corridor with enhanced biodiversity and good rainwater percolation to recharge the groundwater. The forest was restored and an eco-mobility corridor was created. These pics show the transformation of the Bandh after project implementation. Mobility and universal accessibility were the main parameters of the design proposal, aimed at creating a barrier-free green corridor linking different parts of the city, with separate tracks for cyclists and wheelchair users. Tactile paving is also used effectively. Specially designed gates for cyclists and wheelchairs were provided to enable unmanned entry 24/7 and prevent intrusion of motorbikes and stray animals. In order to conserve natural resources and reduce project costs, divergent ways of recycling of materials have been carried out. Use of 35,000 cubic meters of construction debris for base layers of paving was a measure to clean the city in a humble way. It is a sustainable and cost-effective measure. Old discarded curbstones were recycled to make toe walls for seating and retaining walls. Since the place is open 24/7, simple detailing and low maintenance were considered. For sustainable stormwater management, pervious gravel pavers were used for quick percolation of groundwater. A French drain system with perforated pipes under the walking tracks carries the storm water to recharge pits. The 1 meter deep pits contain several pervious layers comprising recycled stone pieces, gravel, and sand. Water channels drain the overflow from the pits to the canal. This stormwater management system ensures zero discharge from the site into the municipal drains, thus also helping to rejuvenate the canal. Existing vegetation was supplemented to create a green setting. Native plants were used which grow fast with less water and little care. The project used renewable energy for lighting solutions through solar pole-mounted lights with motion sensors. This is particularly beneficial to the domestic maids who regularly traverse the Bandh so that they can come back safe from work when it becomes dark. What did we get? A green lung for the city. The derelict Bandh became an ecological network. This is an example of a water body that was revived by channelizing the surface and subsurface runoff. The slopes were graded to achieve a suitable profile for the embankments, and the water body that got lost due to dumping of construction debris was cleaned and revived. This is a snapshot taken during the rainy season. Water helped to create lush green edges along the water body. The lost biodiversity habitat was reclaimed by native plants that attract avian species. Pathways were laid out in a way to accommodate the existing trees. This helped to maintain the forest cover during project implementation with well-shaded trails and seating areas. This project goes beyond the conventional notion of landscape aesthetics. It combines ecology, mobility, and public space-making interventions to provide socially inclusive and equitable public open space for the city at large. The project has received several awards, international recognition, and extensive media coverage for its unique contribution to urban placemaking.